Show. Sit back, relax, you already know why you make studios. It's the Danny Brown Show. We about to get live. Let's go. It's the Danny Brown Show. Sit back, relax, you already know why you make studios. It's the Danny Brown Show. We about to get live. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, dog? It's your boy Danny Brown here at Wild Make Studios with the Danny Brown Show. I got the booth boys with me and my booth girl. How y'all doing over there?
Great, Danny.
Yo.
Always good to have you.
I'm doing great. I was running around crazy all fucking morning. I thought I was gonna be late, but I'm glad I kind of made it. I've just been running around my whole fucking week. Everything has just been in shambles ever since I went to Coachella, which I had a great time. I want to say shouts out to AG Cook, shouts out to Underscores, shouts out to Charlie. We had a good time, but I realized I'm old, man. I can't do that shit no more. Like, soon as it started getting dark time, Charlie XCX had a cool after party I was supposed to go to after the show, but I stayed. I watched Charlie set, and
What time was it, the party?
I left at like 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the party probably started at like midnight, but
hell.
Oh, wow.
I didn't go to the party just because I wanted to go to Jack in the Box. No bullshit. I'm like, dog, I'm hungry as hell. But Coachella, I would say, has changed. It's like some rich people shit. It don't feel like real festival like vibes to me no more.
Yeah, I think a lot of them kind of are now, or the bigger ones at least.
Yeah, it's just the cabanas now and shit, right?
Yeah, shouts out to High Tech too. I had good fun seeing my boys High Tech. But yeah, today we have none other than a legendary guest. I'm really honored to talk to. We got Poppy in the house.
Yay.
What is up, Poppy?
Hello.
That's, I was just telling you, I can't believe that you came over here to talk to me. Because you're somebody that I really like super duper respect, that I look at like high artistic, like ever since you've been fucking doing. And then to me too is like something that's like socially conscious in some sense, like just being like aware. Like you have so many like mixed maybe that's just me. I'm all into the Poppy lore.
Thank
so
you.
I've been studying and doing shit, and you got the crazy song out now with fucking Baby Metal. That shit's fucking amazing. Then you killed the shit last year with fucking Knock Loose. And just, I want to ask you, like somebody, I remember when you was doing the shit with Mad Decent and you were doing all that cool shit, and you could have such a, like, even when I first heard you talk, I was like, oh my God, she really talks like that. Like, you have one of the most, like, prettiest voices I ever heard in my life. But how the fuck did you know you can scream like that?
I just tried it one day.
Really? You just wasn't mad at, like, a boyfriend or something? You're like, oh shit.
Maybe a little bit in
This
there.
scream sounds kind of ill.
I just spent a lot of time in the studio trying.
Yes, that's one thing that I really want to commend you on as well. It feels like you never stop working.
I like it. It makes me feel alive.
So is it just that being that much of a fan of music that you just constantly have the urge to just create?
I'd say, yeah, I'm a fan of all different kinds of music, even sometimes music that might seem a little bit bad.
So what would be the bad music that people wouldn't think Poppy would be into?
Maybe just like imperfect. I don't want to name anybody because
imperfect. I think a lot of my favorite
Off-putting.
music always kind of been like something that was a little left of center. You know, just something different. I don't know. Sometimes I think, I was even telling one of my friends that makes like beautiful pop music and shit. And I'm like, you do everything so right and so perfect. And sometimes when you think like that in the musical terms, you would think that would be boring.
Yeah.
So I think when a person could be able to do all the right shit and can make that shit good, that's almost more talented than a person like me. Sometimes I pick the most, far out there beats and shit like that. And that a normal probably music, you have to kind of be a music nerd to kind of get into my shit kind of. So
I like it.
And thank you. And what some people could look at it like, it's either good or not. Because I hate that term when people be like, oh, you just don't get it. When sometimes with music, and it's like music is subjective. Some shit people like, some shit people don't like. But I guess what I'm trying to ask you, like, when you were doing the earlier like more pop stuff, did you always know to yourself that you wanted to take more of a edgier like rock approach? Like, was the pop shit? I don't know. Was that something you felt like you had to do?
Not exactly, but I started as a dancer, so I felt like the format to get it to merge together. Oops, that's me.
Oh, I kept thinking it was me.
Let me fix this. I'm sorry.
That's
Actually,
okay.
I don't really know how to fix this.
Just put it on airplane mode.
Okay. Okay, there we go. So I felt like the way to merge the dancing was to have something a little bit more beat driven or pop. But what ended up happening was that became boring in a live format for me.
Oh yeah, I've definitely experienced.
You know, when you're in the studio and you get excited about something, but then you put it in front of people and you're like,
Yeah.
I will never play that song again.
Yeah, no, I've definitely could agree with you. I've definitely done that. Where a lot of times, you know, sometimes I would like to make heady music to make people think, you know, and that's more so of like a personal thing where like people listen to that shit in their headphones, you know, and I think I fell victim to that a lot, and you can't bring a lot of that shit to the stage, and sometimes that shit is just boring to perform. Like I don't like performing like songs that emotional connection to.
Yeah.
You know, like
You can't really survive on vibes.
yeah.
You
So I just finished working on my next album, which I feel like my last few albums were really dark, and that was just a reflection of where I was at that time, and now I'm in a much more happier place. So I wanted the music to reflect that. So,
Yeah.
and you know, I like to dance too. I like to catch the vibes too. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it's not always a linear story, you know. I feel like the more adventure and risk taking, like a roller coaster, is more
Yeah.
thrilling, and sometimes you have to go really far outside to come back in.
So when you first did the I disagree, and you were like, you're going to take this, you're going to go in this direction. Were you really scared and nervous?
No, because I felt at that time there was nothing to lose. I still feel that way. I make art from a place of, well, I got nothing to lose. You know,
Oh
I
shit!
did this before people cared, and when they stop caring, I'll probably still do this.
Damn, you kind of fucked me up with that. Cause I'm a bitch ass nigga. I swear, I be like I'm right now. I'm so nervous. Like I get like cause you know you put so much work into music. Like it's almost like you're putting your soul into it. You know, you letting everything out on the line. And obviously, it's going to be somebody that's going to be like, this shit sucks. So you can't even.
Yeah, but
You
what
know-
have they done in their lives?
You're
You
right.
know?
See, Poppy is like, oh man.
It's
You're like-
usually coming from a place of like frustration on their part, you know?
You would be an amazing spiritual advisor. Or do like, have you ever thought about, I know you've done like, you had you did a graphic novel. Have you ever thought about doing guided meditations?
I've experimented with that. I would like that.
That would be
on
so-
vinyl.
I would fucking love if I could get on my Headspace app, if I could switch to Poppy's voice. Man, I would pay an extra $20 for that.
Maybe
All
we
right.
can do that.
I will say, as far as like humans, I think the one thing that we can give to the world, the biggest gift we can give to the world, is inspiration. And I think for you, just based on like the journey you've taken with your music, I think like I just can't wait to see. Hopefully, I'm alive still. I just can't wait to see the inspiration that you sparked into these young creatives. Just based on like your videos and your fucking everything is just so high art to me with
Thank
you.
you.
So I would say that it's definitely being noticed. I think a lot of times where it's like, you know, how people say like, you know, like rapper or like artist. Like I feel like you like that. Like you're like an artist. Like
Thank you.
where other artists we have to step back and look at you and be like, oh, this motherfucker's a beast, you know. So shouts out to you. We're gonna hop into some of these. I really do like the song Nothing.
Oh,
on the new
thank
album.
you.
That's a banger.
We don't play that live yet, but we will.
That's
be.
that's smacks. Like that's a
Thank
fucking
you.
banger. All right.
It's got the jump.
Yeah. So we're jumping to some of these Ask Danny's.
Ask Danny.
You can hit me up at Danny@theDannyBrownShow.com. That's Danny@theDannyBrownShow.com. First up, we got fan issues. Hey, Daniel, have you ever had to kick a fan out of a hotel room because she was acting weird? Shouts out to Ray Quats. What are we talking about here? No fans are coming to my hotel room. We're not, and that's not the part of our life. Like, what do they think that's going on here? Like, that's not what we do.
Yeah, the backstage is not what they think it is.
No, it's not fun at all.
Yeah, you were talking about going to bed by 9 o'clock, and that's definitely what happens.
Are you an early sleeper as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? I
One
knew
of
it
the
was-
shows we played was starting at 9, and I told my tour manager, I was like, that's bedtime.
Yeah. No, recently when I was just at Coachella, I had to play a set at like 11 p.m., which would be 1 a.m. here. And, you know, going to the West Coast, I don't really, it takes me a few days to transfer over to that time. So I was, you know, when I'm like a baby. You know how babies get when they start to get real sleepy, they start to whine and complain and shit. So I was being a dickhead to my managers. I'm sorry, Dart. But yeah, I was being a dick that night. I was ready to go. And it was that Jack in the Box, man. I really, I want to say, man, Jack in the Box is really underrated. And I want to say that's because it's really the side shit, the mini tacos, the egg rolls, shit like that. You could really have a nice little party. Yeah, I tore that fucking hotel room bed up. Woke up, it was mustard stains.
How are you with eating on tour?
I suck.
Yeah.
I can't. I try my best. Like when I'm home and shit, I want to eat healthy and, you know, work out and do. But then I be on the road. I'm be like, I'm gonna eat healthy on the road. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna do. As soon as it takes 2 days, and before you know it, you're eating McDonald's in the airport, and you're like, oh shit, it's over.
Sometimes nothing is good.
So you on the fasting tip?
No, just I'll look at the menu and say, I don't like any of this, but I know I have to eat and I don't want to.
Yes,
I don't want to
am.
make the decision.
It's more harder for me to eat than it is to not eat.
Yeah.
Like I want to, you know, I've been trying to, you know, get in shape and shit for this next album and stuff. And now it's getting to the point I'm getting too skinny and I'm not gaining any muscle because I'm in my 40s and that's how it works.
You got to take creatine.
Yeah, I'm on the creatine. I'm on the creatine. I'm heavy on the protein. But yeah, it's not working. It's not working. When I was young, I used to dream of being anything. An astronaut, the president, a scientist. But as you get older, your dreams change. Focusing less on running the world and more on how you can take your skills and ideas and turn them into something real. Instead of dreaming of going to space or owning your own castle, maybe you start dreaming of owning your own business. You'll need a website, a payment system, a logo, and a way to advertise to new customers. It can all be overwhelming and confusing, but thankfully, that is where today's sponsor, Shopify, comes in. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. From household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. Turn those dreams into and give them the best shot at success with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/DannyB. Go to shopify.com/DannyB. Shopify.com/DannyB. All right, we'll jump into Serbian Outcast. Hey, Danny, in my last year of high school, I'm from a small town in Serbia, which is not exactly the most inclusive place. Everyone's the same, and you're kind of expected to be like everyone else, too. I'm not some lame weirdo or anything. I'm mostly into stuff that people here would definitely label as weird or lame. So I usually just keep to myself. That makes me come off as boring, even though I'm not. So here's my question. Do I just wait it out this last year and hope I'll find more like-minded people when I move to a bigger city or another country? Or should I try harder to fit in and be more like everyone else?
Wait
Shout
it
out
out.
to Milos.
Tell him to wait it out.
Wait it out? I really do feel like you know, your environment makes you who you are. And I knew me growing up in Detroit, I knew that this city, it wasn't a representation of who I was and where I wanted to go in my life and who I wanted to be. And I felt like, but you just get so fucking caught up in home, just family and home. And you love your home. But I really do feel like once I left, this is the first place I moved, you know, and I moved here. And I really feel like things started going in like the right direction for me some type of way. I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of bad influences back home. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I do feel like a lot of things started happening right for me.
Yeah, I relate to that. And I would say that the friends I have now are ones that I dreamed about having.
Oh, really?
Like when I would watch other people have friends,
Mm-hmm.
and I would think about, wow, it would be nice to have friends like that someday.
So you've traveled around a lot. Like what do you consider to be like your hometown?
I don't know exactly, because I feel like I've been traveling for so many years, but Nashville, Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a really fun show in Boston. I think they've claimed me.
Yeah, Boston.
I never claimed them.
I mean, it says that's where you're from, Boston.
Yeah, but
So, I love Boston.
I'll ride with it.
Lobster rolls.
Yeah,
Boston's cold, though.
yeah.
I love Nashville,
The
too, though.
accents I never...
Nashville is a real musical place as
Yeah.
well. I really love the vibe of that. You know, just like, I feel like there's certain places you go and you just get like a musical bug. Like it's because it's like a musical town. I feel like Nashville, for some reason, every time I'm there, I feel the bug.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not like a huge country music fan.
I love Dolly Parton.
Who doesn't love Dolly Parton? I mean, I hate to admit this, but as a teenager, or I don't know, as a teenager or whatever, grown man, you can't find a Dolly Parton nude.
Oh, Dolly Parton. Oh.
You can't. I was like, damn, no one never saw those nipples? No one never saw? She.
I admire that she
Yeah,
was
I'm saying, that's what I said. I'm like,
Yeah.
I am out of all these years. Dolly
So
Parton,
clean.
she ain't never sold out and was like, hold up, let me show y'all these motherfuckers one
She was
time.
also married for a very long time.
Shouts out to Dolly Parton, man. For real, that's the kind of woman we want in art. That's kind of, okay, I'm done. All right, health and hygiene. Dear Danny, I love my girl, but she's really let herself go lately. But in terms of health and hygiene, she's gained some weight and just doesn't take care of herself anymore. She also started to kind of smell, and it's a big turnoff. It's been, hey man, I don't want to go too far into this. I'm big on hygiene. I just realized this because, you know, they always tell you lobby call, time to get ready for the show. I always, start to prep maybe an hour, 2 hours before, but I started a little late my last time and I realized I have like a 30-minute moisturizer routine.
Yeah.
I don't think you need 30 minutes to moisturize.
I think so. How many steps? Just one of
No,
moisture?
I start off with a few light moisturizers, then a coconut oil and a shea butter.
Well,
to
you
lock
have
it all
great
in.
skin.
Well,
so.
thank you, because it's been fucked up. I really was like, man, I'm going downhill. That's why I'm wearing these glasses now.
Really? I like the glasses.
I
They
mean, I
make me
got
feel
bags.
safe.
I'm starting to see the bags.
Oh.
I'm like, oh man,
There's makeup for that.
life is happening. Yeah, I'm starting to be a lot more open and stuff like that. All right, next we got Saving the Monkey. Hey, Danny. I've been seeing this girl for a little over 3 months. For the most part, it's going great. The only problem is she doesn't want to have sex yet. She always horny, though, and sloppy toppy every time we chill, which is amazing. She says it's because she don't want to get pregnant, doesn't want to move too fast when it comes to sex. I don't want to pressure her or anything. I don't know how much longer I can wait. I mean, 3 months in, should I just enjoy the head while I'm getting there? Why are y'all so horny, Anthony? This is what I would say to that. The best thing you could do is just go with the flow. Don't pressure anything, because then you're going to come off like a creep, and don't no girl like that, man. So you're taking a major L in life by writing to Danny Brown about something like this. Because I don't know if you know, or had any advice from people, but I'm not like the number one source for this kind of situation, because I've lived a very different life than you, Anthony. So I would say that. What would you think, Anthony?
What was the question? I was thinking.
He's trying to pressure. He's trying to pressure for the smooches.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I think anytime you have to pressure, it's not happening.
Yeah, you should go.
So you just gotta let it go with the flow.
Go with the flow or just give
Me
up.
personally, I like feeling wanted. So I want, you gotta kind of drag it on. It's play hard to get as a man. I think that's where a lot of guys mess up, by being too thirsty. Just, you gotta act like the bad bitch sometime.
Yeah. Sometimes
Sometimes.
the pursuit is nice.
Next up, we got Boss Bitch. Hi, Danny. I got a problem at work. Basically, I love what I do, but my boss is a huge bitch. She's always talking shit, freaking out, and screaming at people. Is being in a toxic environment worth putting up with is being in a toxic environment worth putting up with to do the work you enjoy? What would you do? Now, Boss Bitch, as far as when you got people that it's probably a lot of things going on in her personal life that's affecting it in the workplace. So you got to kind of have empathy for people, especially in the workplace. But if it's a job that you love, we all know that that's like the great American dream, is to be able to make a living off something that you love to do. So I would say that if you have a job that you really love to do and is supporting you, fuck that bitch. Ain't no such thing as a toxic work environment when it's something that I love to do. Regardless of what goes around. And I feel like the music industry is a toxic environment.
I agree.
So if I'm able to move around and, to still be able to enjoy and still want, and to honestly feel grateful that I'm a part of it, I remember for a lot of times I wouldn't say just take it for granted, You know, where you be like, my career is not where I want it to be. I want to do this and I want to do that, and just missing out on the blessings that you're receiving, just actually being in it. But now I have a whole new outlook on it. I think sometimes sometimes people don't know the reason why they do music in the first place.
Yeah.
And I think once you really figure out, I think for the most, it just starts out as talented. People tell you good at something, you know, you're like, oh, that's cool. And you keep doing it and you get good at it and whatever, but you don't really understand like the actual, like what is the reason for this. And for me, I learned that, you know, you can have a bad day, the worst day of your life, and you can just hear a song. Mm-hmm. And it fucking changes the whole trajectory of your day. Now you feel good. And it's like, oh shit. And it's like, I do that for people.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's so fucking special. And it's like, so I really just, you know, thank God for my blessings or whatever the fuck, and be like, damn, to have this such a cool talent, you know, and to be able to fucking make it and to fucking pay my rent and, you know.
Yeah, I would say fellow artists and musicians are the exciting part, but it's usually the industry part of the people that sit at the desks that make it a sad time.
Mm-hmm. And for you, I would say, when you were like doing like the whole pop thing, was that like you? I guess I kind of asked that question earlier.
It's always been me, but it's...
Because I just feel like this shit that you're doing now is just like, it's fire.
Thank you.
Like, it's like so fucking fire. All right, we'll jump into some of these web videos.
That's some weird shit from the web.
Hopefully
Headphones on.
they don't embarrass me too crazy.
Okay. Oh, headphone time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here we go. Are these videos of you?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Yeah, that was Prince. Prince pushed his ass. Have you ever had a mistake like this on stage?
I've fallen before. Actually, I played in Austin before and I fell on stage. I didn't go down on the floor, but I went, ooh, on the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you know it's live.
It was pretty cute. Well, me, as a recovering alcoholic, I've had more of my share of falling on stage. It's actually a crazy video of me falling on stage. But
Roll that clip.
we don't want to find that. Huh? It was me. I think I was on stage with Schoolboy Q. Oh, it wasn't Glastonbury. Nah, we can't find it. It's too much. Cause we destroyed my algorithm with all these clips of shit. Nope.
Well, that's good. You can't find it.
Yeah. Shouts out to the whoever scrubbed that.
Good job on the SEO.
Shouts out to whoever scrubbed that. But yeah, we don't need to see that. Oh shit. Oh no, that ain't it. All right, that's it. Okay, we good. We good. We don't need to see that. But I did. I was actually drunk. We was in Germany, just drinking too much and being on stage and just falling. Oh look, he's going even further.
You know when you've been on tour for a long time and everybody starts telling jokes, doing silly things on stage.
Yeah, because it gets boring after a while. You just have to start fucking doing. How long have you been out actually?
Oh, I think we've been out for 6 weeks.
Oh,
We have another 2 months
that's
to go.
usually my breaking point. Once 6 weeks come, that's when I start to go a little stir crazy.
Well, also, you know, backstage, they have those signs up where they say, like, touring is a lot of mental...
Yeah, mental health.
Yeah. And
Music
then-
Cares. Shouts out to Music Cares.
Yes. Good job, Music Cares.
Yeah.
But also sometimes when I see those, I think, yes, this is when and where it goes down, in the dark green room.
Yeah, no, I literally have panic attacks. And I don't know if people think, you know, you do so many shows and they think you don't get nervous no more. Do you still get nervous?
I think it's a different kind of nervous. Like, I get tired.
I get terrified. I'm
Really?
talking about literally like shaking, the fucking bee rabbit, knees sweaty, mom spaghetti, all that shit. I get all that shit.
Meditating helps.
Yes.
Or like a mantra.
I've learned that to meditate, and I have a fucking, obviously from years of abuse, my nose are fucked up and I have a deviated septum, and I learned those breathe strips. I put those breathe strips on my nose before I go on stage, and it makes me breathe like so fucking great.
Oh, wow.
So they just don't look cool. You just look stupid wearing them. So I've started wearing them to sleep, and it actually made my sleep better. I've been getting a good 8 hours. I've been getting a good 8 hours, guys. All right, next up. Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's sad.
I don't know go with you guys.
Oh, I didn't realize that she hit her nose.
He broke his shit, though. He pissed. The funny part is he was jamming like a motherfucker, man. This is yeah, man. Don't do this. Stop. I think I explained this to people. Don't play music on the street. This is not where you get discovered. This guy's yeah, like, you know, like being in like New York subways and you see a motherfucker singing an Amy Winehouse song with an acoustic guitar and you're like, bro, I know you took a shit in the alley before you did this. All right, let's go to the next video. Yeah, that's right.
Whoa.
Are you a dog person? You got pets?
I do. I love dogs. I have a cat though.
You got a cat? Mm-hmm. What kind of cat?
It's a Sphinx cat.
Oh shit! I used to have Bengals.
Oh, they're fun.
Cats are. So your cat's at home chilling right now?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He usually would tour with me, but the last year he seems to prefer home.
Do you miss him?
Oh, so much.
Yeah, I have 2 Chihuahuas that I love so much. That's why I love this video so much. She deserved to get her mouth pissed in, cause that hurt their backs. I think holding them like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm supposed to do that.
So yeah, you're a cat person.
Yeah, my cat's name is Pie.
Cats. One thing I did hate about my cats is that I would leave for tour, and then I would come home. It's like they didn't even know me no more. It was like I would really totally have to like reacquaint myself.
Pie's not like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you and Pie have a way better relationship than I had with my cats. But obviously my cats, I feel like cats are like, they like aliens and some shit. Like they can just sense everything. And I wasn't the best guy in the world at that time. And I think they knew it. I would come in the house, they'd be like, look at this. He ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? They was snitching on me. All right.
Oh.
We got another video? Oh, man. That's terrifying.
Oh, wow.
That wasn't supposed to do that? Oh, man. I would be suing like a motherfucker, man. Oh, man. See,
What
this is why I don't
country
do...
is that?
Oh, man. I would think you would die. I would have died.
Where did that happen?
Austin.
I think Mall of America.
That was Mall of America?
Yeah, there's a twist to this one. This lady goes on these rides to do this.
Oh, so she's talented.
Yeah.
How do you figure out that this is your talent?
I don't know, but she always tries to break her own record.
That's fucked up.
Wow.
Are you in the amusement park? I would love to see you scream on a roller coaster.
I laugh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You are such a dark person. How does that happen?
What do you mean, the laughter?
Yeah, is that out of nervousness? Because I think I do that too when I get
It's
scared.
like, I'm not in control of this. Ha ha ha.
Or is it you really enjoying it, having fun?
I like it.
Oh yeah.
There's like an edge to like.
I'm scary. I don't like heights or none of that shit. I think especially at this age, I don't need to like experience or try anything new. I already figured it out in amusement parks. It's cool to like take kids and shit for them to have fun and shit, but I'm not getting on no rides. I actually did a thing before with GoPro, and they made me wear like GoPro things and ride roller coasters, and that shit never came out. That's how bad it was. I was on there screaming like a bitch. They was like, I don't think this would be good for the amusement park. I don't think no one will want to come.
Which park was it?
It was Cedar Point in Ohio.
Yeah,
and they was like,
intense.
I don't think this would be good marketing for the park. Because you look like you about to die. But what I did, because I'm a fucking idiot, and I got there and I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna ride these rides. And they had the park shut down and let us ride all the rides. For some reason, in my head, I thought it would be smart to take a 300 milligram gummy, an edible gummy, And for some reason, I thought that would smooth me out and make me real calm. But all it did was make me fucking paranoid, and my heart was beating out my fucking chest. The ride wouldn't even start yet, and I would be my shirt would be just drenched in sweat.
Oof.
So fuck amusement parks. All right. Next up. I knew it. Man.
Oh.
That's crazy.
And that was it. That's all we heard from him.
Yeah, I would have died. That's what happens, man. That's why you gotta, man, you can't be out here free balling like this, man. Especially at that old age, they get to dragging like that, man. You can't be doing that. But that is crazy. That's, all right. I'm sorry, Poppy. I hope you don't get PTSD from that.
Oh, I've never seen those before.
All right. That's it. Oh, we back.
Що ти лисий? Плаки і на молдавки, да?
Yeah, I know you're a bit confused here, Poppy, but we've been watching these videos every week. They've been dropping bangers. We don't know. I think you will probably be a little more smart in understanding what's going on here because you're a lot more internet versed than a lot of people. You're like, you're a legend. You own that shit. But yeah, they make these videos every week. We watch them. They look like they have a new change of scenery. It will look like they have, I don't know, maybe not.
I think it's the same.
Yeah, it's a little more greener.
What was the other clip from last week?
We've been watching them every week. They just literally do this. Can we run it back? Let's. I want to get a grasp of what's going on again. Okay. Drop. Boom. Oh shit. Throw a brick. And now she under there.
Що ти лисий? Плаки і на молдавки, да?
Now my whole thing when we watch these videos every week, I want to know what goes on in the writer's room. Like, what do they sit around? How do they come up with these elaborate skits and sketches that they come? And I think last week we came to the conclusion that it was like a crypto sponsorship involved with this some type of way.
Some kind of crypto advertisement scheme thing.
Yeah. So you're just
Like to donate.
no, it's like they're sponsored. Like
They're sponsored.
This is like commercials for the coin to buy. I guess.
What coin are they advertising?
I don't know. We never saw the name of the coin, did we?
I'm not sure. I think it just said bit something.
Yeah, it was like last week. We came. We're creating our own lore with this. We could be wrong. We could be right, but it's kind of sort of how it was when you first started out. Kind of, we didn't know what was going on, but we were just so intrigued. We just kept watching, and we can't. Now, if 5 years now these motherfuckers start making classic rock albums, then you got competition on your hands. All right, we done.
Oh, there's American currency on the ground.
Yeah, they ballers.
Yeah.
Every video they always got stacks of money and doing shit. So
Wait, that's a good eye though. How come it's American dollars?
well, we noticed that last week, and then we did notice we was like, oh, I think this money is kind of fake too. That looked like the Amazon money.
Yeah, it's folded strangely.
Yeah,
Most of the comments are Russian.
yeah.
Yeah.
God bless them.
Well, I'll have to tune in for next week.
Yeah, they're doing the Lord's work with this amazing cinema. All right. Now, Poppy, like I said, you're a person that every year I feel like you're dropping something new. You got some. Are you going to take a break now, or are you right back in it?
I'm touring all of this year and working on a couple of other projects. Yes.
A new Poppy record, or okay, I'm being too nosy.
But I love making music for now.
For now.
Until I don't like it, I'll stop.
Oh, so is it a thing, or sometimes you just create, you just make shit and you don't know where it's gonna go?
Yeah, sometimes the songs will come back around and find themselves on albums later on. Because
me, I've been, like I said, I finished my album not too long ago. We're mixing now, which is always the most stressful part. And but I'm sitting around now. I'm starting to get bored.
You gotta take a trip.
So I'm like, yeah, that is true.
Go somewhere exotic.
I know. I've been telling everybody I want to go. I do music trips, and I want to go study Brazilian funk.
Oh,
I
that'd
want to
be
go.
awesome.
Yeah, I want to go shake some ass. But I was thinking
For
to myself,
research.
yeah, it's for great research. But I was getting bored. I'm like, man, I think I'm just about to start back making music. I don't know for what I want to, just to make something. But then I thought to myself, and I was like, but nothing has happened. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I gotta have, like, life has to happen. Something has to happen. Like, so I was like, maybe I need to just live life. Just stop. Don't think about the music part. You made music.
It's important to remember to live because that informs the process.
Mm-hmm.
But are you somebody that tries to make uncomfortable things happen for the sake of the art?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I feel like that's a little bit. You know.
I wouldn't do that. But I will say, I just want to keep my sword sharp.
Yeah.
Almost. Like, where in the sense of, like, you know, sometimes where you stop making music for some time, then you pick it back up, and you're a little rusty. And I just want to just, you know, continue to just be sharp right now, because I feel like I'm at my sharpest I've been writing-wise in a long time. And it's obviously because it's back a hobby again. And I think that's where I got fucked up with, where my hobby became my job.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you don't like your job. And then, you know, you start to do, then it becomes a hobby again. I think.
You fall back in love.
And I was like,
with it.
oh, I remember why I like doing this. So I'm there now. But, oh, man, I'm so excited for just this year of music. It's been so much cool shit that's been coming out. I think it's been, everybody's now finally getting their bearings back from COVID and shit. And just, you know, I feel like it was like a creative slump.
Yeah.
I want to say during that time, and I feel like everybody's coming out, and
There's optimism in the air.
So is there any new cool shit that you're liking right now, getting inspired by?
Music-wise?
In general.
I like movies as well. I'll look at my the phone here and see what I've been listening to. What have you been listening to?
Well, I've been listening to your album all week.
Oh,
since
thank
I knew you were coming. But Jane Remover's album,
Jane Remover is great.
I can't stop listening to Jane.
I've been listening to Mouse on the Keys.
Mouse on the Keys.
Yeah, I was in a hotel and it started playing, and I
Shazammed it?
Yeah.
Mouse on the Keys. What is this? This sounds like
instrumental.
Okay. Mouse on the Keys.
Out of Body EP.
Oh, all right. From a post-rock band from Tokyo. I'm sold.
Also, Void of Vision. Also, I've been listening to Super Heaven.
Void of Vision.
Also, Harry Nilsson.
Harry Nilsson. That's the lime in the coconut, right?
He has a lot of really great songs.
Yeah, Harry Nilsson was a drunk motherfucker. Yeah, fucking up the Beatles.
An icon, though.
Yeah. He's definitely underrated in some sense, you know. A lot of people. See, that's music nerd shit. That's only what I know about it. Just watching so many music documentaries and shit.
He hasn't really toured, or previously he didn't tour much. He mainly just worked recording.
Yeah. They said him and John Legend used to really, I mean, not John Legend, John Lennon. Yeah, did y'all see that Kanye interview? Kanye said John Legend smelled like potato salad or something. I've laughed at that for like a week. All right, we'll get ready to get up out of here in a minute. I just want to say, Poppy, you're great. You're an amazing. You're like.
Oh, you're great and amazing. I'm so excited to be here.
Top tier artist, I will say. And I would, like I say, I'm just so happy for the future of music when we have someone like you and people getting inspired by you. So I would just say, please, if you don't know, I'm pretty sure most of you guys do, check out Poppy's shit. It's fucking amazing, top tier shit. All right, we'll spin the wheel. We'll get ready to get up out of here. Thank you again so much for coming through. It was great to talk to you.
Me. Also, the shoes are great.
Oh, they're so fucking heavy. I can't drive with these. I had to take them off. Jenga. Are you a Jenga player?
I've played Jenga in my time, yes.
I wouldn't say Jenga is like a top. I do like those cool ass Jengas. You ever seen they super big?
Yeah.
The super big ones. Those look like fun. But I would say Jenga as a game, it's I don't know, man. It's some prehistoric ass shit. I feel like we've came so far with video games and all these. This is like Stone Age shit. Like pick up a block and stack it on this block. If your block fall, like this is like old school, like caveman. I almost feel like as a black man, I shouldn't play this game because there might be some racist shit going on with it. Even the name Jenga, it sounds like a slur. Like Jenga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It sounds like a slur. So
agree.
fuck Jenga. You know what I'm saying? We only play games that you can learn something about in life. And that's like, I don't know, Call of Duty or something.
There's a message.
Yeah, kill people. But I will say I've started playing a new RuneScape.
Oh, how was
Are you a
that?
RuneScape player?
No, I'm more of a RuneScape watcher.
Oh, you seem like an old school RuneScape kind of head.
Really?
I did see a stream of you playing Fortnite one time.
Yeah, I'm not the best at that.
Fortnite is one of those games I hate, just because everybody like it.
I
All right.
like The Sims.
Yeah, I like The
Animal
Sims.
Crossing, Beautiful Katamari. Games that are colorful where you can't really die.
Katamari. I didn't not know that was a game.
Yeah, you're just...
Yeah, I figured it out that it was a game. My friend Noel Femptinel has a song called Katamari, which is great. And I was like, what the fuck is Katamari? And I Googled it. It's a video game.
If I play it for many hours, I'll walk around in life and think, I can roll up that tape and that penny and that chair. And I start thinking like I'm in the game.
So you said you like The Sims. They actually have a new Sims style game, Enjoy. Have you checked that out?
No.
It's pretty cool. I started playing it and then I was like, oh, this is a little too gay. And I stopped.
Oh, it's a little bit like too AI for me.
And another thing about it, it's like Sims. It is just like Sims, but I thought it would be more like online based, like a community based games where you like meet and talk to other people and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not the thing. So I'm like, why am I playing this?
What
I
about the
wanted
Goose game?
I wanted to troll and harass other characters.
Have you ever played that one?
What?
The Wild Goose
Oh
game?
yeah, I love that game.
Yeah.
That was like one of my favorite games of that year.
There's one I think that involves a lawnmower now or something.
I don't know the lawnmower, but I remember what's one we was really into the spray power.
Power
Eddie.
wash simulator.
Yeah, Power Wash
Yeah.
Simulator. Have you played that?
No.
That's great. You just power wash shit, and it's so fucking relaxing and it's
Have you-
almost like meditating just to hear the spray of the water hose.
Have you done power washing in real life?
I won't do no manual labor.
Really? Even just for fun?
Fuck no!
I've
You
done
see
that.
these nails?
I put the hat on backwards.
I can't do shit. Even I'm fixing to move soon, and I'm like, oh, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna fly a couple homies in. Yeah.
It is nice.
All right, we'll spin the wheel and get ready to get up out of here. Thank you again so much. Oh, we spun the wheel. Oh, we're done. I just want to sit here and talk to Poppy all day. That's all it is.
We can spin it again.
I'm kind of holding on you. Oh, shit. What you know about Costco?
Well, I have watched a couple of these Danny Brown interviews, and this is very white.
Costco? There's some white people shit. Costco is some Horton people shit, man. You fucking spend $3 on a box of cereal and they give you a whole pallet.
I like the deals.
Yeah.
The idea of the deals.
This is what I will say about Costco. Costco's great. We all love Costco. But when you go over people's houses, I mean, you gotta know type of people you're dealing with. And, you know, I feel like Costco is just something, you get shit that doesn't expire like that. And, you know, you go to Whole Foods and you go to H-E-B and you do all that. You get your food and all that other shit from there. So anytime you go over someone's house and they just primarily shops at Costco, know for a fact you're eating spoiled food. Yeah, they're
Okay,
nasty. All
I'll
right.
remember.
That's enough. That's Danny Brown advice. Poppy, we love you. Shouts out,
Love you too.
everybody. We love y'all. We'll see y'all same time, same channel. Peace.